typical price 635. We have a typical yield of 4%. Renter owner ratio 31. So again, owner occupier dominant. Past 12 months, it's actually gone up by 3.5%. So there's this sentiment around Melbourne doesn't grow at all, or hasn't grown at all. Melbourne, I like to just point out here, is a very big place, right? To overarchingly say Melbourne is not a good place to invest is kind of a silly thing to say, right? There are suburbs, there are markets within markets, and it is our job to pick up on those things. What are those markets that are going to perform well? So if you had bought in Meadow Heights 12 months ago, you would have still outdone inflation, right? Because it's 3.5%. We have a 10-year growth of 80%. Not bad, pretty healthy. Stock on market of 0.19%. So basically there's nothing there. By building approval, 13 approvals in train at the moment, basically nothing. Days on market is 36 days. Vacancy rate is 1.5%. Not amazing, but it's trending down, right? So again, another fantastic sort of example of you can buy based on value, but you can also complement it with the kind of data sets that drive price in the short to medium term. Love it.
The data set is that confidence.
It is.
All right. So the way, we've learned is to buy property based on value and buying things that haven't moved for some time. And you can see that rents are crossing that equilibrium where it becomes cheaper to buy. And that's that. They're just metrics that we used to look at back in the day. And vacancy rates, supply, and so on. Right. But now with obviously looking at Melbourne and how undervalued it is, and how it hasn't moved for some time, combined with the data sets we have now is the reason why that should be giving everyone the confidence right now to make these moves.
And I think a massive shout out to Matt and Alex from H-Tag for this, 100%. Right? Because I think historically we've done this based on value, but if you really peel it back, what is value? It's a little bit of gut feel, right? It's sort of like, man, how do you sort of, how do you make sense of a property being worth 400K, sort of in Melbourne? That's kind of how we went. We were like, big block of land, everything sort of ticked the boxes. Now there's someone like, Matt and Alex building this incredible product out there, called H-Tag, higher than average growth. And you can see the data playing out, right? This is no longer a gut feel. So you're complementing your gut feel of 12 years of experience with data that tells exactly that,
100%.
It doesn't.
Don't pump it. It's 11 years.
It's 11 years, yeah. So
I like you rounding up.
I am rounding up. I'm trying to be kind here.
trying to be. But no, you're 100% right. And it's based on feel, and I can't explain. Years will teach you so much. Experience is so important. And the more I learn, I don't know anything. But, the data set is there to back it up and to confirm it. And I think a lot of people need to use it. So if you're not on H-Tag, definitely get on it.
Absolutely. 2025, man. It's a year of data.
It's going to be a great year in real estate.
It's going to be a great year. And I think the best thing I can probably say to the audience is it is very, very easy to become emotional about investing, right? You're investing a lot of money, like 600,000, be sort of saying it offhandedly, 600K. But $600,000 is a lot of money, right? It is not a small amount of money. But when it comes to investing, train yourself. If part of your sort of thesis is to actually invest this year, part of it is to get used to the idea of risk, right? It's a very cliche thing to say, but you cannot be in a market, whether it's Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane, whatever it is, right? You cannot be in a market always second guessing yourself. Learn to read the data, learn to get comfortable with it. And then when you execute, know that you've done so with genuine science behind it. It's no longer a gut feel. You've used science behind it. So just don't listen to the media. That's probably the other thing I would say.
Don't listen to family.
Yeah, exactly. And don't listen to family.
Anybody who's not an expert.
Uncle Bob at the barbecue is not the guy.
Listen,
Uncle Matt at H-Tag is the guy.
It's okay. That's right. You know what? There's even experts you shouldn't listen to.
That's right.
I've been watching podcasts where people are spreading all sorts of misinformation or saying the wrong thing on purpose for whatever personal gains. So there's a lot of information out there from all sorts of places. You need to just work on that gut feel and use the data to back it up.
And just treat a lot of things like white noise. You got to just roll it. Yeah, just got to roll with it. Listen.
But you know what I think? Psychology plays a huge part.
Absolutely.
Humans, we come into this world with nothing, and yet we're so worried about putting a deposit on a house, as if the world's going to end, based on us buying one property.
Exactly.
I see people struggle with that. I've seen people sit on millions and millions of dollars in cash, for years can't make a move.
Yep.
Because they just don't know how to. It's a psychological barrier that they need to overcome. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know what that is, but I know that they're struggling with it, right? And yet I see people that come to me with absolutely no money. They're like scraping together 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand. They're like, listen, give me anything. I'll take anything. And I'll buy, 1, 2. I'll buy as many as I can. Whatever they can buy, they'll buy. And then there's the people that, have money but have the psychological barrier there. Humans are so funny, and we forget that life's so short.
It is.
I mean, if I'm supposed to live to 80, I'm halfway done.
Yep.
And let's face it.
Only halfway?
Halfway.
Only halfway?
I'm a little bit over halfway, right? But that's if I make it to 80, right? Let's say I go at 60, right? I got 20 years and I'm counting down 20 years.
Yeah.
If you really look at it like that, counting down 20 years, make them count.
Yeah, it is.
What the hell are you saving for?
Yeah.
We're not going to go into saving money, losing money. Saving money is not making money. That's right. For another time.